Well, I made it. I'm out here in Virginia, out here on the trail, and and I'm excited. Got a ride out this morning from Bubba, the guy that runs kind of a free shuttle in town, but give him a good tip, and he probably makes more than he would if he charged you. So it was good. Feeling all right. I feel a little stronger than I thought I would, but of course I've only gone a mile or two, so we'll see how my stamina is. My poles, I brought my trekking poles from last time that I was already having problems with, and first day I get out here and I open them up, I only have one. The other one won't even extend. You can hear something rattling inside. It's totally apart. So when I get to camp tonight, I'll try to take it apart and see if I can figure it out. It'll work at least to set up my tent for now, but I doubt it's going to do much more than that. So boy, 5 weeks off, things are totally different. I mean, my previous videos did not look like this. Look at all this green. It's absolutely gorgeous. Hear so many more birds and squirrels and different sounds. I haven't really seen much wildlife, but it's a different environment, and I'm so excited to be out here. It's hotter too, so I'm already sweating like crazy. You know, I don't have a lot to say yet, but we'll just tell you, you know, this time out, I've got this a little bit more of a remote area. I won't be able to recharge as much, so I'm going to try my best to make these videos a little shorter and sweeter, to the point, a little less of me just walking along rambling about whatever comes into my head. At least that's my plan. We'll see. I'm pretty good at rambling, so I'm going to sign off, and I'll just pop back on and say a few things here and there. And oh my gosh, I'm back out here. Hey, got a couple more miles and still feeling really good. Had a thought in my head though that I wanted to share with you. When I was getting shuttled in from the airport yesterday, the guy, Kevin Witcher, that drove me in, he was telling me, which I didn't know before I got out here, that this stretch of the trail, you know, through a lot of Virginia, especially the stretch I'm doing, even though it's really remote and gets a bit cold, it's not nearly as hard of hiking, more flat hiking, less elevation, I guess. So I have no idea whether that's true. I'm sure he knows, he lives out here. But that's really interesting. He seems to think that if I was averaging 12 miles a day before, which is about what I was doing, that even with 5 weeks off and being a little bit more out of shape, he thinks I can, you know, easily get beyond that. So that's pretty cool. You know, my plan was to get dropped off here at Bland and hike basically back to Roanoke, where I got dropped off, and take a flight home. So, you know, maybe he seems to think I can make it way beyond that. There's some towns and a couple of campgrounds and things that are, you know, 45, 60 miles beyond Roanoke, and he seems to think, based on what I told him I did in Georgia and North Carolina, that I'll get that far. So that's kind of exciting. I've upped my goal and I'm shooting for a little further. So I'm moving at a good pace, and I'm going to keep on trucking. I think this might be an alien flower. All right, so I've done about, I don't know, 7 miles or so today. I came across this. All the through hikers that started in Springer when I started there have now done 600 miles. I, on the other hand, I did 165 the first go around and 7 now, so I'm at 172. That sounds pretty lame compared to 600, but I'm excited for my 172. Oh my gosh, and they have done 600 miles, and they have to go almost 2,200 still to get to Katahdin, Maine. I mean, what an achievement. Okay, well, I'm going to try to hit 173. Okay, coming along the trail, and this guy freaked me out. Look at this. Holy moly. He's big. I mean, he's got to be 6 feet long. He looks like he might have had a couple of meals in there. He's a little lumpy. And he's right across the trail. And he doesn't seem too concerned. He's not moving, so I don't know what the deal is. He's just a black snake. I don't think he's dangerous, but he's monstrous. There, he's moving. Come on, guy. Move it along. We got places to be. I think there's something out back there. What's he doing? Wow. There he is. Cool. Alright. Very good. Time to keep going. Well, one thing that I didn't have to deal with when I was going through Georgia and North Carolina, because nothing was alive yet, was poison ivy. But out here, the poison ivy is thick. It is everywhere. It is growing over the trail. And I probably have it. I don't know. I mean, it's so close to the trail everywhere that you're constantly seeing it, stepping around it. And I mean, have I missed one time today and rubbed against it? I mean, probably. Like, there's a little bit, but it's just everywhere. And there sometimes are just huge patches that are out over the whole trail, and you can't even hardly get through without touching it. So you just do your best. I don't know. Guess I keep you posted on whether I'm scratching like crazy tomorrow. Here's an example of a pretty good ivy patch. So there's some right there, right by the trail. More right there. I mean, it's all here. It's growing like crazy. Luckily, this isn't an area where it's like literally sticking out where you can't avoid it. But I mean, every bit of this is poison ivy. So, bad news. The good news is there are tons of blackberries. They're just starting to flower out here and getting little buds. And I mean, in a few weeks, a couple of weeks even, wow, there's a lot more poison ivy right there. A few weeks, there are going to be blackberries everywhere. People are going to be loving life when they walk through here.